Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Through your chair, I'm Young Pir, representing the people of Lilongwe East. Thank you.
Mulanje West, Patricia Galiata.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson. For the people of Mulanje Southeast constituency, Buka Matemvu. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Morning, Chair. I'm Lawrence Chakakala Chazia, Lilongwe Chilobwe constituency.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Winston Ganabanjira, Member of Parliament for Lilongwe Chilobwe constituency. Thank you.
Chair, good morning. My name is Samuel Bokos, MP for Majinga Central.
Good morning, Chair. My name is McPherson Waindalama, representing the good people of Chiradzura Nyungwe. Thank you, and good morning.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Geoffrey Onsewa, MP for Chikwawa North. Thank you.
You'll need to unlock your eye.
Through you, Chair, representing the people of the Lilongwe panel, this is Eisenhower Mkaka.
Chair, this is George Katunga Million, MP Palombe Machemba. Thank you, Chair.
Chair, good morning. My name is Gerard Tasaugadala, representing the people of Blantyre Central constituency. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Vua Kaunda, MP from Katabe Central. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Good morning, Chair. My name is Susan Dosi, Member of Parliament for Chikwawa West. Thank you.
Good morning, Chair and my colleagues. My name is Temba Menson Kandawide, representing the people of Blantyre City, Chichiri, Misesa. Thank you, Chair.
Morning, Chair. My name is Noel Olipipa, Member of Parliament for Blantyre City, Chilomoni, Kabula, Nancholi constituency.
Secretariat, please.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson. I'm Nelly Carter, Committee Clerk.
Good morning. Through you, Chair, I'm Judith Sikaloka, Parliament Secretariat. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Committee. Through you, Honorable Chairperson, I'm Isabel Dambala. Thank you.
Good morning, Honorable Chairperson and Honorable Members. I'm Moira Fiona Matenje, representing the Legal Services.
Thank you so much, honourable members. We also have media in here. Media, can you introduce yourselves? Please take to the mic.
Good morning, Chair. My name is Che Kashpeta from Mulinga FM Radio.
Morning, Chair. I'm Ken Fording-Dima, news reporter for Zodiac.
Good morning. My name is Trust Office from MPC.
Morning, I'm Stephen Balalea from MBC.
Through you, Chair, good morning. I'm Tulinje Malozi, Member of Parliament for Machinga Likwenu, and I'm the Vice Chair for the Public Accounts. Thank you.
Honourable members, media, and everyone in the room. My name is Steve Baba Malondera Kansiamo. I'm a Member of Parliament for Lilongwe Nyanja constituency, and I am also the Chairperson of Public Accounts Committee. Honourable members, I see a point of order from Chilazulu Nyungwe. Chilazulu Nyungwe, what has gone out of order? Thank you so much, Ali Chilazulu Nyungwe. Colleagues, I would like to make a few highlights pertaining to the inquiry in regards to the purchase of Amaryllis Hotel. Honourable members, I would like to give you an update. This far, we've engaged officials from FDH Bank. We have engaged officials from Continental Asset Management Limited. We have engaged EMJ Advisory, Public Accounts. This far, honored members, we have engaged Acting Director General of the Anti-Corruption Bureau. We were supposed to meet the governor. Honored members, that day we engaged Nico Asset Managers because it appeared at that stage that Nico Asset Managers was skipped. So the House resolved that Reserve Bank, as a registrar of financial institutions, is to appear on Wednesday, this Wednesday, the next Wednesday. So on Thursday, we engaged Nico Asset Managers. Honored members, you also recall that we resolved that the old board of pension fund, Secretariat, and the trustees and officials appear separately. This we've managed to do because earlier on we thought we were going to do as a single entity. Other members, this is the more reason because of the change, the decision which the committee made. We ended up on Friday, starting our meeting at 8 a.m. We went on up to Saturday, 2:30. It was 3:30 a.m. The work you had started at 8 a.m. on Friday, 13th March. It went on up to Saturday, 14th March at 3:30 a.m. I, for one, got to my place at 4:15 a.m. Honored members, we had a scheduled meeting in Salima about the outlook of economic outlook of the country, an engagement which was slated some time back. And in Salima, as a committee, at no point did this committee discuss with the Reserve Bank anything to do with the inquiry. Other members, you may wish to take note that in relation to this, having knocked off Saturday at around 3:30 a.m., I engaged the speaker and have something that I would like to read so that everyone gets to get the comfort of this, the efforts that your parliament is having. Having knocked off or got home at around 4:15 a.m. on Saturday, when I woke up at 10 minutes past 8, I sent a message to the speaker, having called him at 10 past 8, and he didn't pick. I sent him a message, "Good morning, Right Honorable Speaker. Let us talk at your soonest convenience." I followed up with a call. He didn't, but I missed the speaker's call at 9:40 a.m. I called back, I missed him. Then at exactly 25 minutes past 10, I sent him the message, which I would like to bring to the attention of members. I have been calling, Right Honorable Speaker, in relation to our interface today in Salima with RBM, or Reserve Bank of Malawi, to give an economic outlook for the quarter. Since they will appear as registrar on the inquiry, your committee will not, and in capital letters, NOT, will not discuss anything on the same. All stakeholders regarding inquiry will appear at Parliament. This is the message I sent to the Speaker. Honourable members, at the 10 minutes after 11, the speaker sent me this message, approval granted. This was after we had a chat at the 10:27 when he had received my call. We proceeded to Salima, where we had an interface with Reserve Bank. You may recall, other members, that in that meeting, no one attempted to discuss anything to do with the inquiry about the Amaryllis Hotel. And you may recall, even the closing remarks, as a chairperson, normally I make closing remarks. In Salima, I asked Blantyre Chilobwe to offer the closing remarks. Honourable members, be assured that as your chairperson, we have nothing to hide, and we're going to proceed the way we are proceeding as Parliament. Honourable members, take note that a lot of things are happening and a lot of things are being said out there, but I would like to appeal that we proceed in this manner. Secretariat, kindly, I see a hand from Mulanje West.
Thank you, Chair, and all my seniors. We salute you for the communication, but we wanted to ask you through your office, maybe to ask the Secretariat or maybe Clerk at the table to check maybe the one whom we are waiting for has arrived. So maybe you can go and check. Because we were waiting for, I think today is for IG, is it? Maybe he has come, maybe you can check. Thank you.
Honourable members, I would like to proceed in this way. Today at exactly 8:45 a.m., we have received a communication from the Office of the Attorney General. Honourable members, allow me to go through the communication that we've received from the Office of the Attorney General. Ministry of Justice, Private Bag 333, Lilongwe 3, Malawi. Attorney General, reference number AG 03/2026. Let me retake that one. Reference number AG 03/2026. The Clerk of Parliament, Parliament Building, Private Bag B362, Capital City, Lilongwe. Dear Madam, meeting with the Public Accounts Committee. I refer to the above. You have invited me to appear before the Public Accounts Committee today at 9 a.m. However, due to other extremely urgent commitments, I am unable to attend the meeting. In that regard, I seek your indulgence that another date be appointed for my appearance. In any inconveniences caused are deeply regretted. Yours faithfully, signed, Farouq Mbeta, the Attorney General. So to respond to you, Mulanje West, that is the communication that we've received from the Attorney General. The Attorney General is not appearing today because according to him, the Attorney General, he has other extremely urgent commitments. Very important, as such, he is unable to attend the meeting. Honourable members, in pursuant to Standing Order 151, Public Accounts Committee, like any other committees of the House, has the following powers: to summon or subpoena any person to attend and give evidence before a committee at a stated time and place. To that effect, I would like to ask our legal department to immediately subpoena the Attorney General to appear before Parliament on Wednesday, 5:30 p.m. This is going to be outside the normal working hours for Parliament, because on Wednesday, Parliament sits from 2 o'clock to somewhere around 5 p.m. Honour members, let me appeal to you that all along you've been sacrificing your normal working time without asking for any extra pay. So on Wednesday, we are subpoenaing the Attorney General to appear before Public Accounts Committee in accordance to the powers that Public Accounts Committee has. In view of the same, I want to put this on record. The committee has been receiving so many threats and so many things have been happening. I would like to put it on record that on Saturday, I called the Inspector General of Police and requested that I meet him. On Sunday, yesterday, he was unable. On Saturday, he did not pick. Yesterday, at exactly 6:30 a.m., he called me back, and I requested that I wanted to see him. Because I had other engagements, family engagements, at exactly 11, it's when I had requested for that meeting. But I ended up going there at exactly 11:30 a.m. because seeing that at 11 I will not make it. At exactly 10 minutes to 11, I called the Inspector General of Malawi Police to highlight to him that I will not make it at 11 as stated, and requested that we reschedule to 11:30 a.m. At exactly 25 minutes past 11, yesterday, Sunday, I walked into the office of the Inspector General unaccompanied by any member of this committee. And in that meeting, the Inspector General of Malawi Police had other officials. I have laid down all the attempts which have been made to me, to members of this committee, and asked him to help this committee to get into the conclusion of this matter. And the Inspector General of Police gave me assurance that he is going to take action. And he actually gave me guidance. This morning, before coming to Parliament, I also reported to the Speaker. Why today, not yesterday? Honourable members, it must be put on record that yesterday, looking at the pressure that we have been receiving as a committee, I engaged leadership, because this committee is drawn from all political parties, independents, who form part of the House. So where we are drawn from, I took it upon myself to engage all the leaders of political parties represented in Parliament, to appeal to them not to influence any member of Public Accounts Committee as we pursue justice for this great nation. So I've engaged, let me put on record, I've engaged all key leaders in the House to appeal in my capacity as Public Accounts Committee chairperson, to appeal and desist, to appeal and ask them to desist from engaging on this one. And I've been assured, and I've asked them not to withdraw any member without consulting me as the chairperson of Public Accounts Committee. I had a scheduled meeting with the Speaker to update him at 6 o'clock, but I was unable to engage the Speaker because of a personal thing that delayed me. Like I indicated, that I had escorted my wife who had traveled to Zimbabwe, Harare. So unfortunately, she was involved in a terrible accident, so I was unable. I wanted to personally travel today, but I suspended. But in the process, having noted the seriousness of this, I engaged those who are from executive to help me attend to my wife while I attend to this issue of public importance. Honourable members, be assured that this committee is serious, and to all the colleagues out there, be assured that this committee is going to do everything that is appropriate to come to the conclusion of this matter. To this effect, I would like to ask Secretariat to produce a clear program indicating when are we meeting who, so that the public get to know. Let me retake this one. We will make sure that every member appears to this committee. With these remarks, honour members, I open the floor for discussion. Honour members, anyone? I see Lilongwe Chirobwe. I see Nkata Central. I see Blantyre City Chiromon. I see Mulanje Southeast. I see Lilongwe Peno. In that order, please.
For the briefing to this great nation of Malawi. Going through what you just said here, I would like to ask you that next time you like to engage some of these authorities like the police, inform 1, 2, 3 members of the committee to accompany you to avoid speculations. It's in the best interest of Malawians to know each and every step and to have the trust in this committee. As much as we have the trust in you, the chair, and this committee would still ask that in such appearances, please include some members. It's important, even if you can see the police are the number of officials with the Inspector General in his office. So next time you engage 1 or 2 members to accompany you to this. The second thing, we'd like to assure you, the chair, that you have our total trust. Your accountability, your style of leadership cannot bring any doubt to us. Do not mind much about what the social media is talking about. Let's concentrate on what we have to do for the betterment of our people. I know they might do other things to distract our attention to this, but our goal is to make sure that the Malawians know the truth about the 128.5 billion issue. The president has also given his nod to this. The party leaderships have also given nod to this. Malawians out there are eager. They were there watching up to 3:32 a.m. on Friday, on Thursday to Friday, showing that on Friday to Saturday, showing that the interest is in everyone. So be assured that you have our total support. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Because of that, we'll be looking into that, Lilongwe Chirobwe. I strongly agree, but at that stage, I needed to protect everyone because I was not sure because of the things that I've been getting. So I just wanted to make sure that I'm safe. The more reason I haven't disclosed the details of what I personally submitted to the Inspector General so that he can do what is right. But I strongly agree. Even in the engagements that I had with the leaders of various political parties, I kept on referring to the war-meaning communication from the head of state, His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, that he wants to see justice. So I reminded all the political leaders, and I would like to appeal to the president as well, that along the way, he must also consider giving us more protection in terms of those who are keeping the documents and whatnot. In that way, we'll be seen to be getting where we are supposed to get. I had recognized after Chirazulu Nyungwe. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. You have mentioned something interesting pertaining to the President's input on this matter. I think it's very, very important. It's of paramount importance that we actually discuss this further. I would, if with your indulgence, ask maybe Secretariat to read out the presidential statement on the same, so that the nation can appreciate the true seriousness of what this committee is doing. Thank you so much, Honorable Chair.
Thank you so much, Chilazulu Nyungwe, for the sentiments. Nkatabe Central.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson, for giving space to Nkatabe Central to comment on the proceedings. Honorable Chair, three things. One, the people of Malawi have been defrauded. There was a statement from the Anti-Corruption Bureau that there is no trace of corruption. This is a matter of fraud. So I want the nation to define corruption versus fraud. And I would like to, as Parliament, to call upon the Inspector General of Police to deploy fiscal and fraud section of the Malawi Police Services to conduct a parallel investigation. As Parliament is investigating, allow the police to conduct a parallel investigation. That's number one, using the fiscal and the fraud section. Because what has happened here is fraud. There may be no corruption. There may be no trace of corruption, because corruption may be defined as an action of giving and receiving. So if there's no giving and receiving, but for sure there's a fraud here, overpricing of an item in order to enrich themselves, that is a fraud, number one. Number two, I would like to call upon the state, His Excellency the State President, my President, to ask the Financial Intelligence Authority, the FIA, to go into the accounts of all those individuals mentioned in the report. All those individuals being mentioned or mentioned. FIA is the only body that can have an access to every bank account, every person's account, put a stop order, and perhaps obtain a statement to see every deposit therein, every transfer of money. So, Mr. Chairperson, sir, ask the Speaker or the state to ask the FIA, Financial Intelligence Authority, to conduct an investigation into the accounts of all those involved or mentioned, because we know the list of those being mentioned, the trustees and all those individuals and the dobas along the way. Thirdly, Honorable Speaker, I want the Honorable Chairperson, I want the clerk, the staff, to read out the list of those that are waiting, that we are awaiting to appear before the committee. The list of all those that must still come for this inquiry, because we have a long list of other individuals who have not finished. They are not being mentioned there. All those must be mentioned. Who are waiting now? We know we have their names. So can the Secretary read out of those that are waiting? Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson.
As the Secretariat is preparing a list of those who appear, allow me to respond to Chilazulu Nyungwe. Chilazulu Nyungwe raised an issue. I want to give you comfort that what you saw is a stand of the President. Let me take that one. Statement on the Amaryllis Hotel. I have been closely monitoring the ongoing inquiry by the Public Accounts Committee into matters surrounding the procurement of Amaryllis Hotel. I want to reassure all Malawians that my administration's commitment to the transparency, accountability, and the rule of law is absolute. The fact that this inquiry is taking place is a proof of our resolve to let oversight institutions work without interference. I reiterate my government's firm stance in the fight against corruption. This administration is not in the office for a feast. Public office is a sacred trust bestowed by the people of Malawi, and any misuse of public resources or influence for personal gain is a serious betrayal of that trust. The Public Accounts Committee has my full support. As I promised upon assuming office, I will not shoot anyone involved in corruption. That promise remains unbroken. His Excellency Professor Arthur Peter Mutharika, President of the Republic of Malawi. So as the request from Chilazulu Nyungwe, that's the statement. Coming to you, Secretariat, can we have a list of those who are still pending? I see Lilongwe Mpeno. I had recognized Lilongwe Mpeno. Lilongwe Mpeno, please.
Thank you, Chair. Maybe before I make my submission, I just wanted to talk about what Nkatabe Central talked about. I do appreciate the material input, but maybe just to say that at this material time, it is very difficult for us to conclude that there was no corruption. Particularly that we all are aware that the Acting Director General of the ACB, according to some quarters, lied under oath. And I know of a private citizen who has complained to the lawyers' body, the Malawi Law Society, that the Acting Director General lied under oath. So at the moment, I think we cannot rely on anything. And particularly also that they have said they will reopen their investigation into the acquisition of the Amaryllis Hotel. Having said that, Chair, I wanted to again submit that this committee, the Public Accounts Committee, is one of the constitutional committees of Parliament. This is not to denigrate or disparage other committees of Parliament, but just to underscore and underline the importance of this committee and what it means to appear before this committee. It is saddening that we are receiving that communication of non-appearance at 8:30, you said, and all of us were here waiting to inquire or to ask some questions to the AG. However, I take comfort, Chair, in your guidance that the Attorney General should be subpoenaed, should be called to appear before us. You said on Wednesday, 5:30, after we knock off. I think that should give us comfort and should give the general public comfort. We are not relenting as Public Accounts Committee. We would like to make sure that every kwacha is accounted for. That is our job as Public Accounts Committee. That is our job as Parliament of Malawi, as a chairperson.
Thank you so much, Lilongwe Mpeno, for that submission. I would like to come back to my senior, Nkatabe Central. I would like to thank you as your chair. We always respect you and the wisdom that you bring to this committee. In view of what you have highlighted, and because there's literally nothing that this committee is going to shield, it's not going to shield anyone. Anyone mentioned in this shall appear here at Parliament. Let me repeat that. There shall never be closed door meetings when it comes to this inquiry. Let me read out a list of those who are going to appear to this committee. Supplementary from Salima Central.
Yes, Chair, my position was similar to Lilongwe Mpenu, but I think let me extend. I think the nation should also be appraised that the schedule of Parliament, even the committees, they are in a way that some days we members do have some breaks, like in terms of time to come and attend to parliamentary issues. As of today, mainly we convene at 2 p.m. And Chair, we had to sacrifice to come earlier as 8, just to make sure we attend to this national important issue. And again, Chair, you have also indicated we are coming again for the same authority that have shown no interest to come in this meeting this morning, and we are meeting on Wednesday after the normal time. Now, Chair, I thought you should put a very stern warning to any other authority that are about to come. That I think there will be some measures if the authorities would be doing this way, whereby we invite them to come at 8:30. They chose to give excuses so that we can meet another time outside Parliament time. I thought I should also put it clear, Chair, that as we are sacrificing for this nation, but we can't continue to tolerate that every authority would choose to come at their own time. And if for some of us and members will be sacrificing just for one person. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you so much. Like I've indicated, honour members, the country has trusted us with this noble job. I appreciate the efforts that you've been doing, the sacrifices made this far. I would like to appreciate. And allow me to proceed. The next officer that we are set to meet, you're looking at acting principal officer for the pension fund, the registrar of financial institutions. In this case, it's a Reserve Bank, for those who are not aware, because the Reserve Bank is not appearing as a Reserve Bank, but will appear as the registrar of financial institutions. We have subpoenaed the Attorney General, is going to appear. We will also engage the suspended principal officer, Mr. George Jim. Your committee will also meet here, Mr. Prince Kapondangaka. The committee will also interface with Ms. Colleen Zamba. Your committee will also interface with Director General of Financial Intelligence Authority. Your committee will also have an interface of Yusuf Investment Limited here at Parliament. The principal investigative officer for ACB is going to appear for the second time. We have also been alerted that another investigative officer at ACB was suspended. The Secretariat kindly write that that particular person must appear to Parliament. Honourable members, I think Nkata Central, that addresses the issue. There are no sacred cows when it comes to this one. Any takers, honourable members? I see Chikwawa West. Chikwawa West, please.
Thank you very much, Chairperson, for listing down the names of the people that we were going to meet as a committee. But I wanted you maybe to indicate that the list is not conclusive, because we still have to meet more stakeholders, which you have not mentioned on the list. And after the meetings with the mentioned people that you have mentioned that they will be coming, whatever transpires from there, the list will still be updated. I just wanted maybe if you can make that clear, because some people might think that's the only list that we will be meeting, but they have to be assured that if there will be more, as a committee, we will engage everyone who will be mentioned, as well as the people that the committee deem fit to come and appear before this committee. Thank you, Chair.
Chikwawa West, your point of order is sustained. It is true that this is not conclusive. We'll keep updating this list. As the other names get to be mentioned, we'll keep all we can. We'll keep the list open so that more members can appear, so that the Malawians can get the truth. We have been playing for far too long. I think time has come to set the record straight and redeem this great nation. I see a hand from Palombe Machemba.
Thank you, Chair. Through my question, Chair, I want the nation to know, really, as you respond. It has now been established, Chair, that the Acting Director General of ACB lied under oath. I want to know, when someone lies under oath, what are the consequences for that, Chair? Thank you.
I may recall that we may recall, honor members, that the questions were raised by Lilongwe Chirobwe. Honor members, I want this committee to be very clear. If you recall, the questions which were asked, the questions were to do with, have you ever been a lawyer for Amaryllis Hotel? The Acting Director General said, no. The other one was, have you attended a meeting with the Reserve Bank, right? As a lawyer for Amaryllis Hotel. The Acting Director General said, no. Have you ever been a personal lawyer? So the questions were only the part of Amaryllis Hotel. But if you look at the submissions and the questions, the submissions that we got, if we had asked as a committee, have you ever been hired by the fund? Because that representation was being made at the fund. But we had asked on the part of Amaryllis Hotel. So he responded clearly basing on the question that we had asked. Because the conclusive evidence that we have is that he attended a meeting for the fund. But no member asked on the fund. To that effect, he had answered clearly. I hope we have made that clear. So the questions we asked him and the conclusive evidence that we have are completely different. Because we had asked in relation to Amaryllis Hotel, as well as the owner of Amaryllis Hotel, and him appearing in the meeting with Amaryllis Hotel and the Reserve Bank, which he responded, no, no, no. But if you watch and listen to the clip, the question or where he had presented that one was with the fund. Thank you. I see hand. What is out of order?
Chair, I have one or two things that I want to also to say. The purpose of this inquiry is to have information. After having all information, is now when we are going to have report, recommendations. So other things will be in our report and also recommendations. So I would like to ask honorable fellow members just to hold until we have a final report and also present in the chamber. Thank you, Chair.
Your point of order is sustained. Any takers? Ankara Besento, I've seen you. I'll come back to you. I see Mulanje Sophist.
Good morning, Chairperson. It's really a sad day that when the nation was expecting the Honorable Attorney General to appear before this Honorable Committee, for one reason or the other, he has decided not to appear before this Honorable Committee. The suspension out there and the speculation out there is made worse by his not coming before this Honorable Committee. As you have suggested, Honorable Chairperson, that he be subpoenaed, the people of Mulanje Southeast constituency are in agreement and are in full support of the decision that the chair has made this far. The people of Mulanje Southeast constituency would also want to agree with Chikwawa West that we not close the list, because there are a lot of other people and institutions that are mentioned, and we have not this far been in a position to hear from them. We would want to ensure that at an appropriate time, those people and the institution come before this Honorable Committee to be heard as well, so that before we draft our report, we have heard from them, Honorable Chairperson. Rest assured, Honorable Chairperson, that you are not the only person that is receiving calls. Your members as well are receiving calls from different quarters, but your members would remain steadfast and would not be shaken by anything from outside. There are disparaging remarks that are being made about your Honorable Committee, and this far, Honorable Chairperson, your Honorable Committee is going to act as a duck. It will swim in the water, but the water will not get under its feathers. Thank you, Honorable Chairperson.
Thank you so much, Mulanje Southeast. So just to give comfort to Palombe Machemba, that the committee which you belong will surely take it up. We need to consult legal minds on the acting director general sentiments, but listening to what I said, I want to give you comfort that your committee will need to take it up, so that colleagues from all interested institutions get to fix what they can fix. And I want to give you comfort that as we're sitting here, there are other CSOs who are interested in this thing. Like I've been indicating time and again, we'll compare the recommendations, so that the recommendations, we're not undermining our parliament, they have expertise and everything, but we want to give Malawians space to voice out, and at the same time, take on board their recommendations, because we are here on delegated authority. We are here just to represent them, and we must open our minds just to provide the authority that they have given us. So on that representation role, we'll open up for all those who are like-minded in order for us to resolve this amicably. I see, let me take the last one. Nkatape Central, then Lilongwe Chirobwe.
A quick one, Honorable Chair. When you gave me space, I requested that the Inspector General of Police should conduct a parallel investigation, because the role of Parliament, Honorable Chair, is representation and oversight and lawmaking. So what we are doing here is oversight. Representation, we are speaking for the people that have been defrauded. But beyond that, we can only produce a report in Parliament, and our role ends there, producing a report in Parliament. So I was thinking that, I was of the view that the police should conduct a parallel investigation. We are doing ours, let them also do theirs. Point number one. Point number two is we have scheduled for the appearance of the Director for the Financial Intelligence Authority. Can we ask that she go into the accounts of those individuals mentioned to check suspicious deposits and money transfers? Because at the end of the day, Malawians want a recovery of their money, not just a talk show. Malawians want to recover. Where is the money? Because the truth is that this money, these funds has been shared. There's no 90 billion sitting somewhere there. No, it has been shared among individuals. So can the FIA go into the accounts and give Honorable Chairperson or Parliament and the President indeed a copy of the bank statements? And Honorable Chair, very lastly, I was going to ask that as you meet the Inspector General of the Police, you have the mandate of this committee and present to him those issues. I welcome the idea that the civil society should join us and give us more meat or more staff as we conduct our oversight functions. Thank you, sir.
Before Lilongwe Chirobwe, there's a supplementary from Lilongwe Mpenu.
Chair, any acquisition of property involves so many taxes. And the MRI is involved in terms of issuing tax clearance and stuff like that. Yes. And we would, as a committee, also be interested to know how much was paid to MRI. Because obviously there was that fake valuation report, and how much was paid to MRI in terms of taxes. So I think it is crucial that MRI should also appear before this committee, amongst those that you listed, Chair. I submit.
Thank you for that supplementary, Lilongwe Mpenu. Lilongwe Chirobwe.
Thank you, Chair. I'm a bit surprised, Chair. Is it in order for you to make a finding? Because from what the acting director of SCB answered here, the questions were concerning the purchase of the Amaryllis Hotel and his role in that, which he said he did not take part at all, either through fund or Amaryllis Hotel. But in this case, I see you presenting a finding, which is a bit strange to me. Anyway, the Malawians, be assured that when Reserve Bank comes, you know more. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Lilongwe Chirobwe. Like I indicated, I had to retake from Palombe Machemba that the committee has taken note and we need to engage, because let me put it on record. Even Malawi Law Society is on this one. If you read the document, which is around 74 pages, Malawi Law Society actually gave us clues, the roadmap, the compass for us to be following. So those who are legal minds, in fact, the Secretariat is here. On top of what the legal section is providing, we'll get to this. That's why we're saying, even the CSOs, they will have to come here and present their side. as Parliament, we'll give our position. All these CSOs will also give a position. Even Malawi Law Society, we invite them to give their position because we don't want to dilute this investigation at no point. My role as your chairperson is just to be a referee, not to pass judgment. And at no point am I going to be seen more wiser than the committee. In fact, the communications that we're making are on behalf of the committee, and all the credit must go to the committee, not the chairperson of Public Accounts Committee. Because I'm just seated here on trust from all members of Parliament who have been drawn from different political parties. So this thing is very open, and we're going to be sincere up to the end. I think that addresses your fears, Lilongwe Chirobwe. Thank you so much.
All right, okay, Chair. Anyway, thank you. I got what you said. It's all right, thank you. Let the Malawians see what will come when the Reserve Bank appears here.
Thank you so much, honor members. I think having said this, I would like to thank you for coming. This is exactly 7 minutes after 11. Remember, at 2 p.m., we are supposed to be in Parliament. And I would like to appreciate honor members that you've sacrificed your time. After sitting, normal sitting of Parliament, the committee has resolved to be working after 5 p.m. up until we conclude this matter as quickly as we can. Allow me to thank media for your reporting and for working with us. I would like to appeal to colleagues from different media houses, at least to support the committee with positive reporting, so that your members of Parliament can be energized to do the best and deliver the best for that teacher, that doctor, all those police officers, and everyone born after 1982 who are entitled to this, to the pension, so that they get to see that their Parliament is doing the best. To that effect, I would like also to appeal in terms of the reporting that let us try as much as we can to report that which is correct. You may recall that when the Secretariat for Pension Fund appeared, it was reported elsewhere that they confirmed in this room that they were involved in decision making. This was contrary to what the Secretariat submitted here. Other members, you may recall, they said they were present in the meeting, but they were never part of decision making. You may recall that one, but in the media, it appeared as if Secretariat for Pension Fund was part of decision making. So I just wanted to appeal to our colleagues in media that let's try as much as we can to pay attention to detail so that we give Malawians credible information. With that said, other members, I wish you all the best as we break. We meet in Parliament for parliamentary sitting at 2 p.m. Thank you so much, honor members.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.